What's up? What's up? What's up, honey? It's your girl, Miss G, honey. You know what time it is? It is Wine Down Friday. Wine Down Friday. Now you probably saying to yourself, Miss G, what is all that stuff you got in front of you? I'm going to tell you what's in front of me, honey, because this is the Friday before Father's Day. Now, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit that subscription button. Make sure you hit that bell so you can get an alert when I drop a new video. And if you have already subscribed to this channel, thank you so much for the visit, honey. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to tell no lie. And don't you forget to give me some thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Share your girl. Share. Okay, so I'm a woman, but I'm going to do my best to try to talk a little bit about Father's Day. So what I have in front of me is 3 amazing dads. 3 of them. First, I'm going to start with mine. I'm going to tell no lie. Say what the Lord loves. This here is Leroy White. That's a good man. Was a good man. He's deceased. God had blessed my mom with a good husband because he was a good father to his children. Yes, he was. I mean, I can go on and on about my dad. I'm not going to tell no lie. My dad, when I was a kid, have always been the one that took me to the doctor's appointment, took me to the dentist. Anything that was wrong with me, I went to Leroy, honey child. I ain't gonna tell no lie. I sure did. Even as a young girl. You know when that thing visited us? My mom was working at night. And my father was downstairs sleeping. And I remember going downstairs and waking him up. So I got issues. I got a problem. He ain't know. He took me to the emergency room. Just to find out that I became a woman, a grown-up. But that's the kind of person he was. And it was in the middle of the night. He just got straight up and did his dad duty. Now, mind you, I'm the baby girl. I am a baby. It trickled down from him spoiling me to my siblings to every guy I've been with. Oh, thank you, Lord, for Jesus, just for maintaining. You know, it's hard to maintain being spoiled a little bit. So that's Leroy. He has 6 kids. He sure do, by Rosa. And he's been good to all his kids. Even when I went to go buy my first condo, who'd I call? I called up old Leroy. I said to my dad, my mom answered the phone, and I said, oh, can I speak to Bubba? Because his nickname was Bubba. I said, can I speak to Bubba? And she told him I was on the phone. But she a woman, so she kept her phone that she had to eavesdrop. And so I said to him that I was buying a condo and I needed $5,000. I sure did. I said, because they said if I paid that extra money, put 20% down, I wouldn't have to pay some kind of insurance thing. They would charge me $11 a month for 30 years. When you do the math, that's a lot of money. So I'm like, I need $5,000. And he said, no problem, baby. My mom said, oh, no, he said, no problem, baby. And you ain't got to pay us back. Oh, my mama jumped in. That's how we knew she was nosy. She said, you gonna pay us back? Well, chick, I ain't asked you for no money. I asked my daddy. I asked the person I know ain't got paid back no money. That's why I went to him. Because that's just the type of person he was. He was just good to his soul. He would not eat until all his kids ate. Because he would be out working and he would come home and Rosa would have his food ready. And before he ate it, he would offer it to us. Even though we had already ate. And if we wanted it, he would go make himself something else. Well, I get that part from him too, because I do it now too. I do. Because that's who he was. He always put us first. Oh, I miss that man. Words can't describe how much you miss him, but I miss that man. So, I'm gonna move off that subject because I'm about to cry about it, and I ain't gonna cry about it. I'm gonna tell y'all good things about these men that's sitting up here today. So I'm gonna take a little drink of water on that. Woosah. I have a sweet moscato today. Very fruity. Good. Good. Thank God for Jesus is good. Okay, so I'm going to move right along to my husband. My husband passed away in 2011, April. That is Tracy Smith right there. He is the one that God blessed to give me my two sons. He was an amazing father. He was an amazing husband too. But he was an amazing father and a good dad to his children. My little Lewis now. You know that little thing right there? Oh, that's Ronson. That's Ronson Jr. That little baby right there. Oh, he was attached to his dad at the hips. Yes, he was. Child, when his dad would leave home, he cried. He wouldn't go with him. You want to go to work? You don't even know what you want. He would take our kids to all the doctor's appointments too, because I worked from home. I ran a daycare. So he would go to all the doctor's appointments, all the games, coach the soccer. I mean, he was just hands-on. He was hands-on. Not was he just a good provider for his children. He was just an all-round good person, a good human, a good guy. All the way to the end. Even when he was sick, the kids would go in, when we was in hospice, the kids would go in there and they would read to him and he would like it and enjoy it. Or if they did something, because he did not believe in like spanking. You know, he believed like, because his voice was so deep. Both my sons got deep voice too. His voice was so deep, which was true. He would say something to him. You say, "Didn't your mama tell you to do blah, blah, blah?" And I can tell him all day long. Then the guy starts screaming out the top of my head. He just say it. Everybody running. But yes, he was a very, very good dad. And so when we went into hospice, what I did for my kids was we started therapy. My two sons started therapy, and I started counseling myself as well too. They actually stayed in counseling for 5 years. They stayed in counseling for 5 years up until my little baby Lewis had decided that he didn't want to do counseling anymore, because I think she had got to the point where she wanted to talk about his dad a lot, and for him it was depressing, missing, you know, and he didn't want to be in there crying all the time. And so he had said he had enough, and so we had stopped. I think I had stopped maybe 2 years prior to them doing therapy and stuff. So that's number 2. A good dad and a good human. He's deceased too. Then I said to myself, well, you know, God had done blessed me now. I had a good daddy. I had a good husband. I don't know if it's going to happen to me again. But Lord, he said, I'm about to bless you, girl. He did. And he sent me Stanford. This is my Stan right here. That's Stan. Yes. And Stan is a good father. So I'm going to tell you a little bit how I see Stan. Not only do he mentor my kids, thank God for Jesus, and let them know what a good man look like. This is Stan's son. I got to bring it closer because this picture is a little small. Stan's son is married to Jessica, and Stan has 4 grandkids. No, 3 grandkids. Let me see, child, to make sure. You got 3 grandkids. And he has a daughter, Gina. So I had asked him at the very last minute to pull out some pictures. When I tell you at the last minute, 5 minutes ago. Because all day yesterday I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for Father's Day because I'm a woman. And then it just hit me, the Spirit say, get the pictures and talk about the men in your life and what they done. And so that's what I did. So at the last minute I asked him to get the picture, and he couldn't find one off his, he got a whole stack of them, of Gina, like what she looked like today, versus he has a whole bunch of when she was just a kid. And so I had this one already in a frame, so I just grabbed it and put it up here. But Stan, like all my family knows Stan's grandkids and his son, even though they don't know my family, because Stan talk about them all the time. Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry about that. Stan is a proud dad. He's proud that his son is an entrepreneur and has been for a long, long time. When his son Jamil calls, it's like something clicks off in his head and he become like just happy, just glad and in a good space. They talk like best friends on the phone. Because, sometimes I walk in the room, I'm going to be honest now, child, like, who are you talking to? You in there laughing and talking. Who is? So, yeah. So, that's how I know he talking to him. And his oldest son, his oldest grandson, oh my God, he's so proud of him, of the things he's doing. Well, he's proud of all his grandkids, so let's not get it twisted. When I just say that, it's because I was speaking of him first. They all play sports, except the little baby. The little baby's so cute. You see the little baby? I think he just started walking, they said. Okay, a couple of months ago. So when I say they just said, it doesn't mean it just happened. He's just a little baby. He's a little over 1, I think it is. And he's just walking and getting in everything. You know how that is, honey child. And so he gets to see him a lot on Facebook, because the mom, what a happy mom she is, honey child. She proud, honey child. I don't blame her now. I know how that feels. But Jamil, outside looking in, he's a really good dad too. So I can elaborate on him too as well. He's a really, really good dad. But let me finish up with Stan. And then I'll get a little bit on Jamil, how I think he's a really great dad. Like, Stan has always took his son to games and stuff when he was growing up, trying to be present, not just financially, there for him. And the same thing for his grandkids. Like, Stan will go up to New Jersey, honey child. Stan will hop in his car. He'd be like, deuces, chick, I'm out. I'm going for 2 or 3 days. So he can spend some time with him. Now, Geraldine would jump in that car and ride with her boo, but this girl got to work. Somebody ain't retired. And so he goes up there and he does his little visit, and he gets what he needs because he misses them, living so far, and so he wants to see them. So he'll hop in his car, he goes up there and he get his little food for the soul. That's what I call it. Because when you miss somebody and you get on the highway and you driving 8 hours just to spend a couple of hours and then you're coming back home, that's how good he is. He talks about them and he thinks about them and he's hands-on all the time. A little bit before it's time for me to go about Jamil. He's just a really good dad. He coaches a lot of his kids' team. I think he even started a football something. Now, don't get me to lying. I'd be lying if I told you what it was. I know they talk about it. I know he did it. I can't call a name. Even one of my nephew's son was playing on one of his team. Now, my nephew too. The list can go on and on when we talk about good men for Father's Day. My nephew doesn't even have any biological kids, but he's a father to 4. Yes, he does 3 foster boys. 3. And they're so cute. They're so amazing. We just was with them yesterday. We all went down to my sister's house so that we can have dinner and get together. And they are just amazing. He's just an amazing person. Now, you probably going to say to yourself, you're saying that because he your godson too. Nah, I'm saying what the Lord love. I'm going to keep it straight and honest with you. He's a good-hearted person. Every last one of these guys I talked about up here, as well as my nephew. I got some first cousins. I mean, I really can go on about how good these cats are to their children and the things that they do. So, if I didn't call your name, it doesn't mean that you don't exist, because it's millions of Leroys out here. It's millions of Ronson Lee Smith out here. And it's millions of Stan Butlers, as well as Jamil, as well as Gerald. It's millions of you guys out there. But because I'm not a guy, I wanted to give you a little tribute to good guys. So, from me and all of my family, and my 2 sons, honey, and Stan, happy Father's Day. I hope that your Father's Day be as good as God allow it to be for you. You get everything your heart desire. Maybe even a little breakfast in bed, who knows? Ain't gonna happen for Stan, but it is what it is. I'll make him breakfast, he just gotta come to the kitchen. Just being honest. I hope your wives make y'all a great, barbecue. Because you know it's warm. Y'all good barbecue, honey child. And have little friends over. Y'all all be outside. Even though we in the middle of a pandemic, everybody outside, you still get together. Oh, y'all so blessed, I'll tell you that. But I thank you guys for taking care of your family. Loving your children. Being good to them. So y'all know what time it is, honey child. I ran over. Happy Father's Day. And thanks for the visit. I'm about to turn the lights out in here, though. Deuces. Peace.